Shalom and welcome to Mitzvot Torah. This year is entitled On the Mitzvot in Chutz La'aretz, simply practice until the Jews all return home. Someone would say, of course not. I could even think such a thing. As much as we love Eretz Yisrael, they could be the biggest tziyoni around. To say about the Jews in Chutz La'aretz are not makayim mitzvos, they're not doing mitzvos, chas v'shalom. Why even ask such a question? We ask such a question because the Rashi, the Ramban, Bain and others on Parshat Akev, Perkid al Pasuk Yudchet. There's some temes to V'ra'ila al v'cham yanu shechem. It talks about putting on tefillin right after it talks about V'charaf Hashem v'chem. Hashem will be angry at us and He's going to kick us out of the land. And then it says, do the mitzvot. So of course, do the mitzvot. So the Sifrei says, yes, even though I'm putting you into exile, still keep the mitzvot. Why? So you'll remember how to do them when the Jews all return home. So it's not me making the statement that the mitzvahs are just practice and chutz la'aretz till we come home. It's the Sifri quoted by the Rashi, Ramban, Rabbeinu Bachai, and others. It sounds astounding. How do you say such a thing? Tefillin and tzitzis, mezuzah, the mitzvahs that are mentioned right after the exile, V'charaf Hashem b'chem, God will kick us out, and then it says, keep those mitzvos. So the Sifri says, even though you're in exile, keep them because you'll return one day. And then they'll be usable again. Sounds preposterous to say such a thing. As much as we love Eretz Yisrael, and this is the place to be, and all Jews, Mi'etz Hashem, will come home soon, still. The Jews who are doing great mitzvahs in Chutz La'aretz, and yes, lacking in Eretz Yisrael and all the mitzvahs that come along with it, but they're doing mitzvahs, and there's ruchnius and spirituality and greatness there. Rav Moshe Feinstein, Lubavitch Rebbe, Rav Soloveitchik, etc., 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 etc. All the amazing people, and B'nai Torah, and Tibit HaChachamim, and Gedolim, Talmud Bavli. So what kind of thing is this? So it is such a challenging medrash that the Ketava Kabbalah brought down in Iturei Torah says, Ta'ot Sofrim. It was Rashi Tevo, the different letters, and it was misunderstood. And there's no way that the Medrash would ever say that do the mitzvahs and chutz la'aretz just to keep yourself in practice. No way, and that's it. Some from even attribute to the Gra that he also says the whole thing is just a misunderstanding, and there is no such Medrash. But Rashi, Rambam, V'chai all quote it. So what are you going to say? So the commentators on the Ramban talk about some the deep secret about God's hashkacha, this special hashkacha in Eretz Yisrael, and it's very different than a chutz la'aretz. Chutz la'aretz is an intermediaries, here it's direct. So whatever the sod means, always Ramban talks about deep secrets. It's hard to know what he means exactly and how that's going to answer the question. Rabbi Bachai adds one word in Perkei Al Pasuk Yudchet in Devarim. He says, not that the mitzvot are in Eretz Yisrael. And Chutz La'aretz, it's not applicable. It's only done as a practice. No, chas v'shalom. Ikar, one word, Ikar mitzvot on Eretz Yisrael. Yud Aleph, Yud Chet. Al bishano osin mitzvah Chutz La'aretz, chovat haguf, of course we do everything. Ein ikar siyatan eles be'eretz hakadusha. The ikar siyatan, meaning the complete fulfillment, the taryag mitzvot, they're here. So when a holy Jew does tefillin chutz la'aretz, of course he has a mitzvah tefillin. He has the halachic benefits, the spiritual benefits, the ruchnius benefits, of course. And so too with mitzvahs and all the mitzvahs that apply in chutz la'aretz. And he could reach great levels of ruchnius and olam hazeh, olam haba. But ikar mitzvot, the ya'ad, the destination of the Jewish people, where you have the fulfillment of all of Taryag. And Taryag involves all the economic, agricultural, national mitzvot. Here is where it's at. So when you're doing the mitzvah of chutz la'aretz, can each individual reach high levels? Yes. But the goal always is Taryag mitzvot. 613 mitzvahs here, where Am Yisrael is in Eretz Yisrael, keeping Torah Yisrael. That's the Ikar mitzvahs. And not to say Chasron, there's no mitzvahs in Chutz La'aretz. But when he says a trial run, just meaning that yes, individuals are keeping the mitzvahs, you have communities keeping mitzvahs, but the nation following the Torah Israel that's only in Eretz Israel, and that's how Rabbeinu Bachaya, with one word, tries to make some sense of a challenging medrash. Shalom.